Yo, what up, it's your boy UndaSkore, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some dark boom bap beats for Mobb Deep. Let's dive straight into it. So what we're trying to emulate here is that Shook One's Part 2 era, like mid-90s, really gritty, sampled dark boom bap, something that has that perfect bounce, really easy to freestyle over, the sort of thing that Havoc would make himself. So let's start off with the drums first. I think it's really important to get that groove going before you even think about the melody. So to do this, we're going to do it the proper old school way. I've got a drum break here. The break is actually already pretty good. All I need to do is just time stretch it a bit, make it fit to 93 beats per minute. So all I'm really trying to do is just get the snares lined up onto the grid there. And you can see it's pretty much perfect, slightly off in certain points, but that's what's going to give us that sort of swing. So you can see that foundation is literally the key to unlocking the whole vibe. I could put pretty much any sample on top of that. It's going to sound good now, to be honest. And then all I'm going to do is just layer more drum sounds on top of this, just following the groove that's already set. And the sounds I'm going to use come from this new free drum kit called Keep It 500 Kit by SKMakesBeats. I'll put a link down below to his channel where you can go and get this free kit. It's really good for these sort of boom bap, grimy, underground sort of beats. And with the snare, I've got a 22 millisecond delay, and that's going to again add to that sort of neck breaking swing. And then finally the hats, and you can see here how off grid they are. Again, all to that vital bounce. Nice and simple. So for the drums, that's all we need, at least for now. We can move on to the melody, find a really good sample, and start messing about with it. Now, of course, sampling is its own art form and there's so many different ways you can do it. Personally, my method is finding a sample that already has the sort of vibe that inspires me. So with this sample being predominantly piano, it makes it really easy for us to detune it and just instantly get a certain quality of sound to it. And of course, it's already got that noise in there, that vinyl, that's going to sound really good part of the beat as well. So let's just start by pitching it down, see what we can get. So instantly sounds a bit darker once you pitch it down. It just makes it a bit more deeper, a bit more ominous. Now I just want to make it loop so you get the same piano notes over and over. We just fade them together. We can fix that little chop. Definitely feeling the vibe now. It's really dark. It is really repetitive, but I think that's just all you need over the sort of drums that we're going to have. And it's just going to make it really easy to start freestyling to. Now, if we put the drums in, to be honest, this could be a beat all by itself. Just add in a bass line and you've got a perfect beat already, to be honest. This is why I like to keep my beats simple, because I literally think that the vibe and the bounce are the two key elements of any beat. Once you've got that set, you don't need to add anything else, to be honest. But I don't want to be lazy in this video, so we're going to start adding some more sounds. And I think a big part of Mobb Deep's sound was just getting in a lot of random samples from random records that are just going to throw in and add a bit of color to things. So it's like the equivalent of ear candy, essentially. So for example, sounds like this. So we'll just see what fits. Next, to tie everything all together, we just need the bass. For this, I like to use a bass guitar or even a sampled bass. For this, again, because I don't want to compromise on the bounce, I'm going to play it in live. Going to get that more natural human feeling that way. go back to the sample, we can be a bit more intentional with some of the processing. So for example, with the EQ, just messing about with certain frequencies, making sure that it brings out the sort of better parts that I want of the sample. And then if I want to make it sound even more sampled, I can stick on something like Cymatic's Origin and just give it even more of that sampled effect. So this is without, and then with. So all that noise, all that saturation. Now going back to the drums, you can do all sorts of stuff just to make them hit a bit harder. Shaperbox is really good for adding some sort of weird imperfections or noise or drive. Add a drum bus. And then of course, if we want them to hit super hard, we can just add some OTT just to finish everything off. Now just to sort of prove that the drum bounce is the most important thing, let's leave the drums in, we'll just mute the bass and the sample, and we'll just put like another sample on top and it will still sound good. So now just to show you the beat in action, I've put on top the Shook Ones Part 2 acapella, and let's just see how it sounds. Thank you so much for watching, really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video, otherwise have a good one. Peace out.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in this land we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words